Awakening to Spiritual Awareness, Part 10 of 14 on Between Master and Disciples, given in English on January 8, 2006 in Surrey, the United Kingdom.
Warning: sensitive content.
So before 100 years ago, some time ago, alcohol was still banned, still forbidden. I don't know why they let it go. Huh? Everybody knows it's poison. I still let it be, bought openly. Yeah? Okay, they say, okay, only adults can buy alcohol. But how you stop your children at home to drink it when you have a bottle of whiskey hanging around all day and you drink it all day, or someday with your friends, look so cool, on the rock or whatever, and you talk happily together and drink. And that's a very good picture for the kids to think, oh, whiskey makes you happy. Or when a romantic occasion, you sit together and drink whiskey. Oh, drink whatever alcohol. The kids said, oh, if I want to be romantic, I have to do like mom and dad. And then invite her girlfriend to come out, talk her into drinking alcohol together, so as to have to fit in with the picture of the romance, you understand, on the film or in the house. The whole society is teaching garbage, teaching all the garbage, and expect the world to be in order, peaceful, and the children to be obedient, nice and intelligent, and graduate, and, good citizens and all kinds of stuff. How do the kids survive this world to be a good citizen? Looking at that example that we adults make. I turned one airdrome into a vegan. It was one time I did that. Yeah. There was a lot of pilots coming to that airdrome one day. I fed them everything vegan and all that. And then I said, change this, change that, change that. Of course, at that time, I knew that person. I could do it, but I can't just walk into any airport or airdrome and say, change this, change that. But I do what I can, whenever I can, you see. Change that, or alcohol out. We have non-alcoholic beer for the future, non-alcoholic wine, non-alcoholic champagne, fruit juice, anything you want. And vegan food. And the other pilot, I said, why we do this? I said, look, your son here, 2 of them, they love to fly with you, no? Yeah, they do. They love to be a pilot, no? He went there every day checking into the computer, simulating flying, did it alone. So he wants to be a pilot, yeah? And a pilot, should have clear vision, clear head. For a pilot, you must be always clear because you carry a lot of lives and responsibility with you, you know that. And this little boy here, only 8 years old, wants to be a pilot. And all of you come in here every day after flying, drinking and smoking. What an example you make for him, huh? So they're all quiet. And then all alcohol gone. Vegan restaurant. The restaurant became vegan. Of course, to send people, teach them how and cook and everything. Yeah, your words do make a difference sometimes. You just have to say it. People can take it or not take it, but you say it. That's the way it should be. At least in restaurants, if not on the label, at least in restaurants, say alcohol kills. Yeah? Why just cigarettes? Cigarettes kill even less than alcohol. Alcohol has a more immediate effect, Because if somebody gets drunk, he goes out and somebody just provoke him, they fight and then they kill each other. Or get wounded or stab or, damage each other's bodies. You understand? It's even more immediate. Why not put a warning on the bottle of alcohol? I don't understand this. And it damages your brain. Everybody knows that. And the brain doesn't grow back. Unless you drink very little mild alcohol and in a span of time you don't drink, then it gives a chance for that brain damaged area to grow back. But it won't grow forever. If you keep killing it again, then it won't grow again. Understand? And if you drink very strong alcohol, your brain damaged forever. Whatever part that it goes into, it damages the nerves, and it won't grow back. Everybody knows that. I mean, at least many people know that. Nowadays, you can watch TV, you read newspapers, you cannot say you don't know. Yeah? And why not put a label, a warning on alcohol bottles? Why not? And even later have to put also in the meat shop and everything. Every piece of meat print on it. You are living on dead bodies. Somebody has been killed brutally for your meal today. And then at least they know it and then they have a choice. And put some picture of dead cow people who are brutally murdered all over the wall of the butcher shop. At least they know what they're paying for. It's not an honest job. Even to sell something like blind, like blinding people to buy it. It's like cheating. It's not honest, is it? Huh?
But sometimes a piece of meat is not really meat, but they make it like ham or sushi.
Yeah, they make it. Yeah, even.
Eat the sushi, but the kid doesn't know that.
Yeah, they don't know. And there was one kid, and I know one person, and he has a nephew, so young, only 4 years old. He doesn't like meat at all. And he likes things without meat, but the parents keep forcing him to eat it. Sometimes he's sick and all that, so I said to that friend, you have to convince the parents to let him make a choice. I don't know what happened now. I try my best. So of course you cannot tell all the people in the world, but tell whom you can. Okay, do your best. And it will bear fruit. If we all try together, it will bear fruit. Yeah? Air it on TV, radio, pamphlets, leaflets everywhere. Be a vegan. At least today, save one life. Save an innocent life and print a leaflet with a cow person hanging on the ceiling with one leg. Print that on. Let them have a look the way they kill them.
Also, the Vegetarian Society in the UK, there's quite a lot of work on that.
Mm-hmm.
They have special programs for the schools.
Yeah.
So for different ages,
Mm-hmm.
where they can be taught.
Yeah.
So where you have to present it to the school, to your local school.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And T-shirts, so they call it face.
Yeah, I know. But this got a face. This is not what is. Just print a picture with a cow person hanging on the ceiling and a butcher with a knife, and then it's more than 1,000 words. That will really hit somebody, I hope. Or at least hit someone. Yeah? Do something. At least if you can't rescue them spiritually, rescue some poor animal people. Yeah? If humans don't listen, then at least rescue the animal people. God. Yeah, maybe we have to suggest this vegetarian society to do that, or we can write letter to the Prime Minister, write letter to whoever decides that, like the tobacco department where they control the cigarette and all that. We write to them, or write to the wine control or whatever, tell them that. Maybe write it again and again and again. And they'll think about it. Maybe they throw it in the dustbin, or maybe somebody will read it. Maybe it will affect somebody in some country, somewhere, sometime. Somehow, yeah? If it doesn't, then you lose a few pounds on stamps. But you do your best, okay?
The last magazine had some good articles in about the effect on the environment of the meat diet.
Which magazine?
The R magazine.
Oh, of course. I talk about that since I was beginning the mission already. Everybody knows that because you use a lot of water, and clean pasta damages the environment, everything. Anywhere, they raise cattle people. 50 years later, cannot plant anything because the land so hard. Many things.
Yeah.
Not just that. It's good. You can copy that and send around. Put a cow person with a hanging leg on it. One leg hanging. And, oh, God, it's terrible. I couldn't sleep for many days. Anything can hurt me like that, really. Okay, so I don't know how the government keep a blindfold on their own conscience and everybody just keep doing that. Many people can do things, in their power. Of course, they're pressured also by other businesses and all that. But what's the harm of wanting the society to keep the children safe? Okay, the adults that already damaged, but the children, what have they done, to deserve such a mess society like what we are in? They're growing up following their father's footsteps, drinking. When you're 18, that's it, you can drink alcohol. My God, what a big celebration. It's like a habit. So if you don't teach your children that, they will never like it. So I don't know what they're doing. We have to try, to help everybody, okay, in your power. If you know anyone in the government or if you know how, you can write a letter, things like that, and sign together or whatever, okay? Tell them maybe you should do this, should do that, Penalty for smoking, warning in the meat shops, warning on the bottle. These things are more simple. If they can do it with cigarettes, I don't see why not with other things like alcohol, So maybe one day it will happen, okay? Maybe we'll try to do something. All of you, any of you, if you have any chance to do it, just do it, okay? One person might not work, but many persons together. We can write letters and many sign, and send it, it might be helpful. Same letter can write and send it everywhere. What else should we do to clean up the planet?
They could take kids at school to the farms, couldn't they? Children take a dog.
Yeah, of course. When they do that, you should warn in schools as well. They should put label everywhere, like drugs kill. Drugs make you less intelligent. Drugs make you addicted and dependent. Drugs deplete your money and, impair your sex function. It does. It does. Why don't they say all these kind of things? It's really true. It makes you weak and dependent and pale, bad looking and smelly and old and everything, sick. Why don't they write all that in schools? Don't just say ban the drugs or anything, have to explain all this as well. Because not every kid can read all this, they're too busy learning at school. And the teacher don't say anything. Or say once or twice not enough. You have to put, slogans and things like that everywhere about drugs, about alcohol, and about meat as well. Say a living being has been murdered for your dinner today. Say that on a piece of beef or pork and see how many people will still want to buy it. Let them think. They really murder some beings. What do you call that then, huh? To kill somebody, you call it murder. To kill some animal people, it's also murder. Murder an animal person. He just run around there doing no harm to you, and you go there and kill him. And that's a murder, deliberate. What else is there? So we should say somebody has been murdered for your meal, for this piece of meat. Then see how they think about it, huh? Because you don't really need meat to live. We proved it. We don't need it. My God, I talk so long. Are you okay still? No. Don't want to sleep? No. Okay. Yeah, in the future, I think the world will get cleaner if the government really do their job. More moral, more strong, instead of just worrying about the economy. Because this is a bad calculation, Taking in the tax, but then have to pay for the patients. And inflicting suffering even, not just paying and getting him better. He doesn't even get better. Many people don't get better. Even if you give them a lot of medicine and the best equipment, they don't recover. That's the thing. So you waste money. And instead of that, just don't sell cigarettes anymore. Or do something on the cigarette or alcohol so less people get sick. Then we don't have to pay. You know what I mean? Don't have to pay for their medical bills, which is even more than the tax they take in. It's a loss of business, no? So any intelligent government should calculate it well. And then know what is the best business to do. Want people, protect them, and that's their job really. It's the duty of the government, no?